and America should just get married as one country. To me, they like the biggest ones, you know. So it's like, and to me, you know, they're both comprised of majority black and white, as far as I know. Um, Majority, I gotta go see for myself into my own senses. And this title is just to mislead you. You know, it's really just to just to give you a little bit of deception with how I feel. Everybody's war crazy. You guys need to smoke a blunt. I'm looking at it like this. If you really want to go to war, disarm your nuclear warheads and have at it. I'm talking about sword and spear style until none of you are left. Like, seriously, like, check me out, check me out, check me out. If you really want to fuck up the world and you want to go to war and you realize that you going to war will fuck up the world, you guys have nuclear capabilities. Look, give that to science. Go give that to the guys that need it, to the people that's trying to preserve the species. Now, for the ones that just want to go out in a blaze of glory because your soul is crying war in the name of Ares and Athena and all the legendary war gods that's in your bloodline, sitting up here like Genghis Khan, inside your soul and shit, while you really trying to go have a cup of tea and chill with some baddies. Look, listen, brokies, you guys are fucking crazy, man. Man, I'm praying that you find yourself, all of you, especially politicians. Why do y'all keep, look, check me out. So we've been doing this for X amount of years. And I obviously don't do this for any clout, any views. I obviously don't do this for anything other than just to convey a message to who needs to hear it. Stop that shit. Like, you already can't undo what you done did. You can't unkill or unalive, or you can't re-alive anybody you've already unalived. You can't bring them back. We ain't got that technology to bring people back from the dead yet. There's no technology yet. Now look, there's reanimation technology, but your ass will only be reanimated into a computer, and that will only be your memories downloaded onto a data chip. Get your life together. Now look, as far as the present, we all realize this. We're gonna fight. We're gonna kill. We're gonna live. We're gonna die. Okay? At the end of the day, I've been reading the craziest books, trying not to come up with the sum that it all means nothing. Literally trying not to come up with the conclusion that it all means nothing. Not be a super atheist, because, you know, I could fall into that depth, but I choose to, my choice and my faith is with God, the creator of all things, the Father. And my Father's powerful. He showed me. I'm waiting for him to show me more of the absolute truth, so then I know what side I stand. I'm not just because you, whoever you are that's watching it, that want to say, have you seen this? Or have you heard of this person? Or do you know this? Leave me alone. Let my quarry with God be my quarry with God. You feel me? When I see upon my miracles, you will view the same miracles. You feel me? So look, listen. We up here debating. I hear, what is it? What did it say? Iran and Pakistan going at each other now. Like, man, come on, man. Stop this shit. Man, y'all just want to fight. That's all it is. Man, if you want to fight so bad, like I said, put down the missiles, put down the rockets, give that shit to somebody who really wants to be here. They're going to use it to preserve and protect somebody from somebody that we really need to preserve and protect it from. Put down your scraps. Go out there into a field and sword and spear this shit until ain't none of y'all standing. Go give praise to Odin or some shit like that. But don't sit here and try to bring innocent bystanders into your shit. It's some people, they just had babies. You know, they just kids that just went to college. They trying to finish that. They trying to decide what they want to do with their life. Look, this isn't war times, and it never has been war times. It's like they always want to pull us into some shit and make us blow each other up, and we ain't even did shit to each other. And now we got more bloodshed on top of bloodshed. You know, and then you try to tell the truth to people, or you try to put it out there, put the truth out there. They just cover that shit up. You know, they go watch more asses shaking. Don't get me wrong. When I get off my live, I'm probably gonna get on Instagram. I'm probably gonna start playing a video game. But there's a chance that I'll get on Instagram and I'll scroll and I'll scroll and I'll scroll and watch the asses shaking, comment on whatever I want to comment on, watch more asses shaking, because it's out there. I remember when you had to go to an actual porn site. You had to go to a secret porn site to watch porn on the internet. You couldn't. It wasn't on Facebook. It wasn't on YouTube. It wasn't on Instagram. It wasn't on, like, I mean, TikTok came in with that shit on there. Instagram was just slowly you started seeing YouTube and Facebook turn into softcore porn. That's just like there. It ain't even just a click away. If you on there on a late night, somebody gonna mess around and upload a whole porno. You be like, oh, damn, didn't know they was gonna do that, and they be doing it. People be like, damn, this is all we doing on here. You gotta sift through it and find important documents and important posts about the daily news and daily posts and what's going on in your daily community. You gotta look through the titties and ass. That's all you see, and the comments that offset the innate things in life. You gotta look through this shit. And nowadays you can't say gay. You can't tell motherfuckers that you can't even say it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say, nigga, if you gay, you gay. Stay away from me. Like, look, listen, I have no judgment towards you, but just don't bring that in my vicinity. I need my energy to be positive and pure and going along with the universe. It needs to go along with the innate senses. I live in systems that create life. When I say create life, they don't destroy life in a counter circle, because that's all that shit is doing. It's destroying life in a counter circle. You don't understand it right now, but you will one day. When you wake up, you're gonna realize, damn, I fucked up. Damn, I didn't get it right. You know what I'm saying? Later on, you're gonna be like, shit, you're just looking at everything around you, you're gonna be like, damn, I fucked up. And you're gonna have to just atone. But that's your atonement. That's your shit. I live in my own soulful atonement. You feel me? It ain't got shit to do with that. I'm trying to come with terms with the shit that was in the past. Blowing each other up, killing each other. So I was in the middle of Leviticus, To be real with you, what prompts me to go back to the Bible is when I read shit like the Enuma Elish and the Sumerian text and Zechariah Sitchin and all of the new books that seem to air into my things. Like, I keep going back to the world story of Adam and Eve, which is completely different from the King James Version. They call people in the garden instructors and teachers, so there was no, technically, there were no gods. There was a high, but energy. You just gotta go read it for yourself. It's like the teachers are the ones who portray as the gods in that world story of the book of Adam and Eve, and the teachers are advanced, basically preachers who had. Even in that book, it's just like there were people either wearing masks or either strange creatures cultivating man. And to be honest with you, this is as normal as it gets. The rest of it's normal is like 7 eyes and 8 eyes and horns and shit, standing on 2 legs and shit. And then you get into the beautiful creatures, the actual androgynous beings, some shit that you would fall in love with. And then it goes from androgynous to both male and female, some shit you would fall in love with. Now you just gotta know how to discern. Look, listen, it's like this. The stove is hot. Are you gonna touch it? I just told you it was hot. Are you gonna touch it still? Yo, this stove will burn your fucking hand off. Are you gonna touch it? I just told you this stove will burn your hand off. Are you gonna touch it? See, some people, they get tempted to touch it to see if it's hot. And then they touch it. Then they get burnt. And then they wonder why the fuck they sitting here crying, got their hand taped up. You feel me? Your ass is not burn proof. If you know for a fact that this ain't right for you, don't do it. But some of us seem to have these mental defects that just like, I can't resist myself. It's light notes, man. I used to think I was, I had an addictive personality. Y'all, I've been quitting and then starting back. And it's all by choice. Like, I quit weed for a couple of days and then be like, I don't know if I really want to smoke, but I think I want to be high. So I'm going to get high. And then I'll be like, I don't want to smoke today. And I go like another day and be like, oh, man, I don't even feel like getting high today. I don't feel like smoking. And then I go like, it's all choice based to me right now. It's like, sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't want to deal with people. So I'm going to just get high enough to where I can't even deal with people. And sometimes I'll be like, it ain't enough weed in the world to get me high enough to deal with people. Let me just chill. I'm chill for a couple of days. It's all choice based. And I'm like, yo, your strength is like that. It's literally like that. But when it comes to certain things like battling, crimes and sins of the flesh, it gets a little bit more technical. I know you be feeling like you want to strangle the shit out of that dude that's going so fucking slow at the counter, ringing your shit up. You can I? It's just like, bruh, the line is out the door, bruh. Hurry, you can move faster than this, bruh. Like, but you be patient. You're not supposed to walk up to him and punch him in the face. You're going to jail. You feel me? You're not. Look, paparazzi, they taking their pictures. They gonna own what they own. I know it's disrespectful, but you ain't supposed to be punching him and throwing his camera. That's some shit he bought. Just let him take his picture. He'll start posing for his ass. Stop killing. That's my whole point that I'm getting into. You got a gun. It's to make your hunt more proficient. I'm gonna be real with you. If you really want to say, now I can go kill like 5 or 6 deer at the same time. You don't need to be trying to go knock off people. Like, that's how they really did make these guns. Like, look, I seen this post where a nigga said that shit so smooth. It was like when he went in, you know, they had the switch on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't had a button and shit. Now you got to switch with the button, nigga. They just trying to kill more. But it went from, you know what I'm saying, shooting niggas at a distance to now you can shoot more niggas at a distance with more accuracy. So now you got whole crowd hit. And that's fucked up because we only use it on our own people. It's not like we strapping up and we going to go fight against somebody that's entering our territory that's a literal alien or a person that's trying to come take our stuff. Nah, dog. We dealing with people that's living up the block. Got a chip on their shoulder for whatever reason. Probably need some fucking therapy. Probably need therapy, a hug, and a bitch. Probably so far misunderstood, God can't help them. Nigga, it just is what it is. That's a self-internal problem, a conflict. That person needs to learn how to quarantine themselves from the universe and actually deal with that. Talk to God, talk to their demons, sort that shit out with your higher and lower vibrations. Trust me, it's doable. You have no idea how dark this shit gets. Half of the time, I don't know if I want to conjure up something so big that it wipes everything out all at once and we all face God at the same time, or if I just want beautiful skies forever, just for this shit to go on forever and people to just learn what love is like. At the end of the day, man, you ain't came to terms with you the same as me. The path is the same. It's nothing special. There's no, you make up heaven and hell all you want. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a casket with your name on it and one probably with mine on it. And we're both destined for the ground. This body should return back to the person who gave it to us, Earth. It's going right back to her. While your soul returns back to the person who created it and crafted it and sent it to this dominion. God, the creator of all. Now that's beautiful. Why we can't just be happy and enjoy our lives? Like, we already know that some of this shit ain't even gonna bring you fulfillment. You get rich as fuck and you still ain't fulfilled. Bro, you fuck all these females down here. You do all this shit and you still ain't got fulfillment. It seems to be that God is your only way. Some people search for God and they search and then they find God and they still ain't fulfilled. Ain't this letting you know right now, bro? This is a win to lose game. It's literally a play to lose to win. Or win, you win because you're here, you're born. You won when you got here. And you winning each day you got there to stay alive. Because some people ain't. And some people would say the people that didn't make it here, they the ones that won. But I beg to differ. You don't know what it's like trying to get here. You don't know. You don't know. Sometimes it's hard as fuck to be born. You know what I'm saying? That's sometimes its own hell. You don't know. You just don't know because you forgot. You forgot how you got here. Some people don't know they were hurled across the universe just to get to this one place. It's crazy. You went through lifetimes of elemental forces and development till your soul was pressurized like a diamond and condensed and born into a human body. Yeah, nigga. What's feeding off of you? Your own demons. Your own demons feed off you. And the light in you grows. If you nurture that light with good things, it grows even brighter. It'll shine as bright as the sun. That's why you nurture your light with good things. Sometimes you can convert that dark into good things by learning how to work with the darkness. Craftsmanships, artistic works, songs. We do this for legacy. It's never just for you. Sometimes you gonna go hunting for a treasure and that treasure ain't even for you. Because you might die in the process of finding it. The ones that shit is for is the ones that precede you. And that's just what it is. Sometimes you're going to search for that treasure and you're going to enjoy all the spoils. Hey, I'm going to tell you what real life is like. There was a lifetime where I lived as a pirate, right? I died, but I equivalated a lot of things. And then there was a lifetime shortly after that death of me as a pirate, where I was born as a regular man, ended up going to war and losing an arm and shit in this life, you know. But randomly, I was able to find that same treasure. Unknowingly, I was the one that buried it. Ain't that shit's crazy, right? Past life experiences, buddy. It's like the guy that seems to go everywhere he went in his past life and notices there's a familiar energy there. You know, there's like an energy that's just there because people, even souls, migrate in a cycle, a path like turtles on their way home to find their mating grounds. It's also animalistic. You strip away all of this technology, the phones, the houses, and all of that shit. We're no different than a freaking dog or a gorilla or elephant or a wolf. We're in the wilderness. We created a structure, and this is our heaven, in the physical, and we turn it to hell while we take ourselves through the mud for no reason. The fucked up thing is we know right from wrong, and we'll choose to do wrong, and then we'll ask God for forgiveness like He's supposed to do it. That's like smacking your mama and expecting her to know that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the comments gonna be like, yeah, that's how white families used to be. Nigga, I know black families that was terrorized by their kids too, nigga. This shit ain't sweet. It's a prompt for this, man, because all around the world, all they talking about is going to war with each other. We on eggshells while I'm at work trying to pay some fucking bills. You feel me? And I'm not even the only one. It's like a bunch of people that just wake up in the morning, go to work, go to their hustle, their everyday life, try to make it home to their kids, feed their kids, do everything. They trying to plan trips to go to Disney World and travel around the world. Donald Trump dropping tariffs. Some people trying to reconcile and work with us, and other people like, I'm gonna kill all of you fuckers. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's how you feel? Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like that sometimes, but I don't feel like it in the sense. It's only because of the actions of people. And sometimes you gotta meditate and take into yourself, go into yourself, and resolve those issues. Because a lot of times when you seeing that and that hatred is bouncing back to you, that's some whole other self-conflict inside of you that you just haven't addressed yet. I was reading in the book I was reading Excessive. I don't know how to say it, but I was reading it. That dude is depressing. It's the teacher. And it's I read along with the man, like, you know, I read along with the man for once again in my life. I'm like, yo, this dude, I forgot how depressing he is. Like, nothing matters to him. He's like, bro, I done got rich and snorted cocaine and screwed off with a bunch of girls and drugs and war and all. None of it matters to me. It's like it didn't fulfill anything. I searched for God and I looked for this and looked for that. I found that this person and that person is the same. A sinner and a saint is no different. They both destined for the ground. The dude's final conclusion was to live your life. Same thing Christ said, am I not the bridegroom? We all are bridegrooms, bro. We all are celebrating this one flash of light that we dance in. And it's like we just want to keep killing the ones around us for no reason. Stop that shit. We're addressing it now. I'm proud of my community. And it's really the whole American. Like, I've been having like these, I used to be like pro-black, right? Like on a pro-black level. One day I woke up like, why? The fuck is pro-black anyway? The fuck does that shit mean? I got so many different people and ways inside of me, and the connections that I use, they ain't even black all the way. You know, I remember when we used to be like, yeah, he black. That's my black white boy. Man, look, I'm gonna be honest. Me and my camp, with my white friends, most of the time I don't give a fuck what they say, because I'm gonna say what I say. This white boy say, what up, my nigga? I'm gonna say, what up, my nigga back. More than likely, I'm gonna say, what up, my nigga first. So you look at me and be like, nigga, sticks and stones. That's what my people programmed into me. It's just a word. Sometimes it'll psychologically make my eye twitch and I'll be like, but that's only because of external influences of a whitewashed world. Not even just whitewashed. It's a whitewashed, psychologically blackwashed world. Whitewashed in darkness. That's what we're going to call it. I'm going to call it whitewashed in darkness. It's a country that's whitewashed in darkness. With so much shit going on, people come over here and be like, damn, I didn't know that's how America was built. You guys basically was built on slavery. This shit Egypt. And most people, no, check this out. This is where I debunked a couple people. No disrespect to Billy Carson and, you know, the people that be like the Anunnaki build the pyramids and no slavery. Nigga, don't get this shit twisted. Slavery is real, and it's always been real. You don't understand what Enki and Enlil mean. It mean one brother wanted to enslave your ass, and he did. Nigga, it wasn't that. Like, you think it's something that this shit was real. Like, one of them wanted to enslave you and one of them wanted you to live free. That one that wanted you to live free, they gonna count that one as the devil. But he also had laws and rules and ways and decrees and edicts for you to live free within. And part of that was damn near the same shit that the one that wanted you to die for. But him, he's like, nigga, obey me or die. That's why it's like, yo, you fear God or nigga, you gonna lose your life. Fear God or nothing ever good is gonna happen to you. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not that game. You're afraid of yourself and you're afraid to move wisely. And that's what's gonna hurt you. Now look, on top of that, you also don't fear yourself. And that's what's gonna hurt you. You gotta learn to understand yourself. Look, it's not the weapons that we create that kill people, it's us. It's not the weapons that we create that harm people, it's us. Even when it's an accident, but knowing that sometimes when things accidentally happen, that's when we reinforce and try to find out safe ways to make sure it doesn't accidentally happen again. But when it comes to like somebody accidentally blowing up some shit in another, come on, bro. Like, look, it's a lot of things we've done to each other in the past as a species. We've erased, countless civilizations. Hell, like I once heard about a tribe of people called the Tasmanians. Apparently, they were eradicated. I once heard about some shit called a rabbit-proof fence, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a breeding process. And I took into account what went on over here. At one point, motherfuckers thought they could breed a certain people out, and I'm like, yo, is this like strategically to get rid of a certain bloodline, or are they doing like some sort of experiment right now in our faces, like the unraveling and re-raveling like DNA codes, like just to see what's up, like specifically. In all actuality, it's all one and the same. Like the scientists are coming to find there was a great war and only one bloodline remained afterwards. And that bloodline we called human, period. Like, and this war was wild. Like, I'm talking about a chase for somebody who was stealing a title of God of Earth. And that shit was real. Because back then, a couple 100,000 people to 1 million people get following one person or a few people that claim to be gods of whatever domain and dominion. And one of them just all of a sudden says, that nigga, worship me. All of y'all, you guys and y'all worship me. And then the rest of them make a plan to kill that nigga. Like, he gotta go. And they all got powers and weapons of mass destructions and high technological devices. Oh, this shit got real, bro. I'm talking about salt statues, sulfur. I'm talking about real. A motherfucker even took it up on themselves to utilize cosmic events to wipe out motherfuckers. That's like the flood. That's the flood right up. Now that was gonna happen. That was a real act of God. The flood. And that was no speak. The only warning was the fact that the ones above knew that the shit was coming. Like, okay, there's this part where there's like God. Now look, listen, if you're like Christian and you're deep in the Bible, I love you. Don't judge me. I'm me. No, I'm not an atheist. The rest of that, I don't really, but I read, and I read the book. And I read that part where he was like, Lucifer, basically in the story of Job, where Lucifer came and went 2 and 4 testing the people, and he couldn't find anybody. And it was that one part where he said, Lucifer, where have you been? As if he did not see him. And most people go into it to be like, nah, God was testing. Just run. Shut up. First of all, this is translation. And then there's also this thing called a modifying a story. This is where we get to where they started changing things in this book, modifying it because they thought that the other way was like, okay, I just said that this was one of his brothers, just said that he didn't see Anki for a sec, saying that Enlil didn't know where Anki was for a sec and whatever. And, and some of this stuff is like added. It's like poetic justice to like stories where something had to be given back. And anytime a person was showed anything that were revealed, anything was revealed, it was in a high-tech manner. But it's like that one moment let you know that they were all like regular people type of shit. Like just with advanced technologies. And more than likely it's true. Look, in the events it's true. These people left a vivid story about what they do and what they believe in. The fact that they believe in reincarnation. The fact that they believe in slavery. They had slaves. Even Enki had slaves. This shit was going down. They utilized slaves to build those pyramids. It was slaves. It was more than just human slaves. It was what they called Nephilim slaves or whatever at that time. And it was like giants alongside these people. And look, listen. We build shit all the time and forget how to do it. Bro, they went to the moon and forgot how they did it. It's like we lost the formula. How the fuck do you forget the jet fuel formula to get you to the moon? This is proof that, nigga, we built the pyramids and forgot we did it. We just forgot. We just was trying to translate it and... Wait. Oh, this is us. We are all of these people. We are these people in the past. We're every last one of them. The Ajiji, the Anunnaki, the Atlanteans, every branch of humans in the past on these walls and these tablets are us. And according to like some of these documents, even the ones who came from across the stars are us. So when you put that in perspective, I'm not saying that you yourself are God. No, don't ever think that. No, the Father is way too great for any of us, any one man to actually contain that type of power or that type of consciousness. Trust me, this body is just not great enough to be God. But look, listen, your soul is. Now, besides that, give me y'all jewels for the night, because I really want y'all to come out of this dark time right now that we're in. If you know a political figure that, like, you know one close, tell them you love them and tell them to chill. Just pray for them. You know, tell them that, bro, do better. Do better by me. Do better by your people. Do better. And when I say your people, I'm not talking about black, white, I'm talking about everybody down here. Do unto others. Like, bruh, you wouldn't want nobody taxing your ass the way y'all be taxing us. You wouldn't want nobody being prejudiced towards you the way you be being prejudiced towards us. You wouldn't want nobody using you for a guinea pig unknowingly the way y'all be using us for a guinea pig. All I'm saying is do unto others. Like, the government don't know how to do that. It's like the shit they doing, if we reversed it, they would not like this shit. Like, if we just had a governmental reverse day to where every governmental figure had to reverse, you had to come live in a regular house with like one of these people and we get to go run the government for a day, we probably wouldn't have a world tomorrow. But at the same, because, you know, I'm gonna be real, some of these people that's running this country, they smart enough to do it. And the fact that if people want to be like, hey, they embezzling this or they doing this or they doing that, honestly, they're actually stacking up enough to keep the resources if they need them. Now, for the ones that are withholding resources and not actually utilizing that to help their specific group of people, that's fucked up. Now, if you're using that type of money and resources to help preserve anything, and you're planning to, you know, help said people be preserved, you know, time, you got a way to keep them safe through some cataclysmic type of event, by all means do that. But if not, bro, do what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm gonna be one to say, look, over there in Africa, put them light things up or get them people their electricity. Look, I don't know about this Pope dude, the Black Pope John shit, but he said one thing I agree with. Bro, all these governments need to be held in high treason. Not all of them, but most of them. In America and the European government, but that's top side. But at the same time, I don't care, man. I just want y'all to goddamn come to terms and let's press forward. Press fucking forward. Like, because at the end of the day, when the world starts shaking and, you know, the sky start falling, we all in the same boat. We all on the same rock. That's all I'm saying. We should do better. We should really do better. Like, religion and race aside, all that shit to the side, we should really do better. We should definitely do better. Cause my kid be watching, and I'm pretty sure your kids be watching, and deep down in their mind, they want to tell you, you stupid. But they can't. They afraid you're going to punish them. But they really want to tell you, damn, how long I got to watch you be stupid? Because you messing this up for me, And I ain't even got started yet. It might not even be a world for us to live in. And y'all, god dang, bro. You know what my daughter told me one day? She said, man, we just sit back and watch adults mess the world up. Like, y'all running it into the ground. It ain't gonna be nothing to fix. Nothing to fix. It gonna be just leveled ground by the time we done. The fuck? Stop being an adult and be a kid again, bro. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because we was stupid. I know the ones from my line, we was stupid. But I really do feel like at that time we probably could have did a better job running the world than the people that's running it now. Like, being real with you. Like, I think the whole thing need to be flushed. The whole government need to be flushed. New faces. New faces. New faces, and the faces need to be screened. I'm talking about super screened. I'm talking about screen to make sure we know you is about what we need you to be about and nothing else. You don't need to be about nothing else. You need to be about running a country to the fullest and doing it the right way. And I'm gonna be real, sometimes we gotta take risks. Like, I believe that CERN collider should probably have a laboratory in space by now. You know, part of my theory when it comes to like sending those people up in pods, you know, sending the celebrities up, because for one thing, we trying to see what all bloodlines can go up in different types of people and their genetic makeup, and what going up into space will actually do to them, what traveling at that speed will do to you. That's part of it too. Don't be afraid of those type of testing. So we got to get that out the way, get the kinks out the way before we put us up there. But part of the experiment is to send as many, you know, like I want to say pod, like home type pods with different type of connectable parts up into space. So when you connect them together, you kind of make a makeshift space colony, and we start building onto that space colony. Now this will take years. Like, it'll take probably, I'm gonna be honest, if we got started this year, it'll probably take a good 6 years to have our first actual colony. But with the technology we have, to have our first actual successful space colony. And that's if we actually did. We could just launch a couple of those actual and put them in orbit. Once they're in orbit and locked in place around about the same place, you know, and, you know, once you get them all the way built, we can do safer things. Like, you got to put it at a distance where, like, the space station is, or a distance a little bit more out than the space station. We want to stay in a safe, habitable zone with the Earth and all, but we want to actually try to develop an actual, you know, mega structure that can house, you know, a couple 100,000, and then repeat the process. Like, for the people that's down here, we'll start putting up space decks, and, you know, I guess the space elevator would probably be, you know, in mind. Now, honestly, if you really want to know what the Tower of Babel really was, or what they were building, and it was completely eradicated. I'm talking about leveled down to a base, to where you would never see a set just around in a circle. You probably see the base of it, like the baseboard of it, somewhere deep in the ground, somewhere when it's uncovered. But look, after that, that was a spaceport. It was literally a tower, to where later on there were going to be hangars up top, like spaceships, like ships, skyships. And if it's all the way up, then, you know, you just take the space elevator up to the ship and bing, float the fuck off. Good. You're already up there. And to be honest with you, we're almost there. We don't see it yet, but we're almost there. When AI hits, we'll be right there at right there. We'll be right there and AI is already hit. I'm talking about when it hits. When it hits, when people are no longer, when people realize that this is an extension of ourselves, and it hits, and we utilize this to actually do things, to actually build that space colony, to actually get us all the way to Mars and colonize Mars and help us defend from what's coming on, and we'll understand and decide who the fuck is out there visiting, the people, the real visitors, not the grays and the ones that we're used to. They gonna look, they're not ever gonna really just show themselves to anybody. But for the ones that do, if there really is spaceships and shit up there, we'll get to see them, and we'll get to determine, or use our own discernment to know if they're safe to you know, make contact and interact with. If not, we'll just keep our distance. And if we gotta blow them up, we gotta blow them up. That's just how God feels. But beyond that, you know, I just say, man, keep your head. Keep your head, man. Keep your head. Because we're becoming high-tech creatures, man. We're already high-tech. Like, look. Some of us are thinkers. We think shit. Sometimes you think things so deep When you wake up in the morning, it becomes real. I don't know how that happens. We're gonna blame that on manifestation. Some of us are workers. Sometimes they don't even think, they just build it. It's like I don't know how I built it. I just built that bitch. My hands got started working. Now, somewhere in the world, you was thinking about some shit and another motherfucker built it. You deal me? Like you was far away from this person. You go look online and automatically there's a fucking Nissan carburetor specifically built for your car, and you're like, oh, I was just thinking about that shit. Type shit. There's a flying car built now. But in a minute, it's gonna be a freaking car that emits its own gravitational field, and we're gonna crack the code to anti-gravity, because I feel like that's really what my mind has been thinking about. I mean, I've been sketching up things, but and I actually did a math formula that for some reason when I loaded up the automation, it it starts creating things like weirdly. Like the formula won't do the formula. It won't, like most of my automations will make the squiggly things move, but this one starts. It's like it's. I don't want to even speak what I think it is, but I'm pretty sure it's some mathematical equation that I didn't even know I knew, and I'm pretty sure I still don't know it, but it is a mathematical equation of some sort. Probably something that's just in my bloodline, like Akashic records or something, just statically stored and stored back and coming through the surface through my artistic, you know, the artistic side of me. Yeah. That's it, you guys, man. I just wanted to say, I hope I wake up in the morning and y'all just stop going to war. And I hear not just Elon Musk, but other geniuses are inventing shit. They starting to put robots at the airport more. So now I can, and they offering me courses to, you know, go to school to learn how to program AI for free, and then telling me to enjoy my best life because we getting ready to do it, and then also telling me to be creative. Whatever we're doing, I just hope we're not going to war. Like, I'm tired of war. I've seen it too many times, too many lifetimes. I keep trying to tell y'all this shit is not a game. It's not like you have 9 lives. It's just that your soul is infinite. That's all. There's no set number of anything. It's just you live eternal. And when you're reborn, you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. And deja vu is a bitch. But remembering shit is even worse. Trust me. Like some of these dreams you have, when you're dreaming of you like, and it's so real. Like you dreaming that you in that like 17th century, and you got on this old school attire, and it's feeling so real, and you're at some dance or something, or different things, or you're on some boat and you're sailing across the seas, and you ain't even watched nothing about boats this year or something, or you're doing this, and even those dreams that you have about you wearing some armor and stuff, and you floating around in space and shit, or you being on some other planet, is telling you about a past life experience. Your soul is recalling a past life. Now, we are all living out some sort of atonement. I hope you find yours, all right?